We're at our friend Tara and Paul's barn at Chateau Gite, and as you can see, they've got a little barn. We're clearing it out for them. They do a lot of good stuff for us, so we decided to help them out for a couple of days. And Mandy's inside, and we've already cleared out an awful lot of stuff. We've taken one pile to the dump, and the dump man told us off because we basically taken a whole van load, and inside here was a whole load of piping and toilets and all sorts of stuff, and Mandy's inside here bashing. Now the floor drops off a little bit towards the back and dips down towards the right hand corner, and there's an awful lot of rubble in here, so we're going to bash up this rubble and use it to level off the floor. Underneath, I don't know if you can see, but there's cobbles on the floor, and we're going to level off the floor and put down probably a sterling ball floor and neaten this up a little bit. Now there's some very steep stairs going upstairs, and this is going to be Tara's new office, we think. Ooh, mind the top stairs, and there's some lovely old beams in here and concrete ceiling. Yeah, we're going to plasterboard the walls in here and tidy this up. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long, but again, this took an awful lot of sweeping up this morning. But yeah, the owls have been using this a little bit of a home, and the ivy's taken a little bit of a hold. Yeah, see some lovely views over to the hills. Now I have to hang on while I'm going down the stairs because my knees aren't so good. That's what we're doing. How are you doing, my lovely?
Grand.
It's hard work, isn't it?
It is, but it's good.
Yeah.
Getting there. I've bashed loads of it up already.
Yeah, I can see at the back you've already flattened up.
Yeah.
This man was probably, I don't know, about 3 feet tall. About 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
He does like your bashing, doesn't he?
I do like me bashing.
Yeah.
Oh, that wall's very tempting to bash.
Yeah, he does.
You can
knock
see
it
where
through.
you see here where there's been a window at some point.
Yeah.
It's very tempting, but it's not ours. Might get in trouble.
Yeah.
I've got enough here to keep me going for a while.
Yeah.
Blimey.
Yeah.
Right.
Keep going, my lovely. Paul's been having a fire, and we've been inside here. I don't know if you can see. If we shut the door, but there you go, with the laser level. It's a bit dark in here, but we levelled the floor. There is a lot of smashed roof tile, concrete, breeze blocks, and all sorts of detritus on the floor in here, and it's just taken us, well, a lot of Mandy really, because my shoulder wouldn't take it. So
I like hitting stuff.
yeah, I basically couldn't wrench the sledgehammer out of her hand. She loves it, doesn't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Mandy's in here swinging away with the sledgehammer, and we've levelled the floor up. So we've had several ideas on what we're going to do with the floor, but we're basically going to board the floor because this is going to be a laundry room where all the laundry's all stored. So we were going to line render the walls, but I think the final idea for the wall is to plasterboard the walls and keep it all super clean and dry.
Yeah.
And we're going to board the floor rather than concrete, I think, because it's...
what some planks that we're gonna
yeah,
plank the floor.
there's a local store which is doing some plank's really cheap at the moment, so we're going to plank the floor and do it that way. So, yep, progress so far. It's day 2 and we're digging out around the barn, and Mandy is digging out a trench around the building, and in front of the door there's a doorstep which is made of concrete, and we're digging out this trench which is probably going to be sort of like about, I don't know, 8 inches, 10 inches wide.
Yeah.
And we're going to fill it full of gravel and detritus, concrete grit and whatever from inside the barn. And we think it's called a French drain or something, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
the idea is then that the water will soak down into the drain. And
yeah, because the walls are a little bit damp.
Yeah, well, they've used concrete, haven't they? Look.
Yeah, it's not proper
Concrete,
show.
Not lime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just a bit perturbed about the front step there because that's solid concrete, so I might have to bash that.
Yeah.
Bash it up into small bits so the water drains through it and it doesn't just flood into the building.
Yeah.
And that's the idea of this, so the water will soak down and away, not in.
Yeah, I think if we might have to dig this away more towards the road a little bit.
The front bit there, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But this is fine for around the
yeah.
side of the house.
Yeah.
And then it'll just naturally drain off downhill there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Carry on, my love.
Thank you.
Chop chop. I'm starting to clear the ivy off the back of the barn. Put my ladder up. I really don't do ladders, but I'll try and show you what's happening. There was a ivy bush at the back, and as you can see just behind the ivy bush is quite a large crack, and behind that large crack virtually all the show has disappeared. And as you can see there, the wall is starting to get really unstable, and the insects are loving it. Basically, as I pulled the ivy off, swarms of bees came out. So yeah, I'm pulling the ivy off, and you have to be really slow and methodical and just snap it off bit by bit and pull it off little bit at a time, because if you try and get too ambitious and pull large bits off, bricks and chunks of granite come out with it. So you have to be quite gentle and pull little bits off at a time. And if you try and pull a big bit off, of course you fall all off the ladder as well. So it's not fun really. And as you go further up, the holes get bigger. And I've got to work myself across to that window there, or what remains of the window, because the window's totally at it as well. Paul's getting a new window made for that. And yeah, the ivy is now actually starting to root in the holes in the wall, not just in the floor. So it's being quite a problem. So yeah, that's what I'm doing this afternoon. And as you can see, it's going in through the roof as well. It has been chopped off at the base, but because it's rooting in the wall, it's starting, as you can see here, those roots in the wall just here, it's actually starting to grow straight out the wall. So yeah, we got to basically pull it out. This afternoon's job, and once we got it all out, because we're going over to Chateau for our course in a couple of weeks, we'll be able to re-render it. Been the monoliths on and picked up the second trailer load of 15 sheets of plasterboard. Just going to unload it. They're not very light, are they?
They're not very heavy.
Yeah, they're really heavy. So we're just going to unload it and it collapse. Yeah. So yeah. Right, let's get started. Starting to look a lot tidier down here now we've plasterboarded all the walls. The walls are leaning in every which direction possible, so yeah, bit tricky to do, but yeah, it's starting to look a lot tidier. we'll tape and seal all the joints, make it look even tidier still. But yeah, looking good. What are you going to be doing today then, my love?
Well, today I am going to be taping and jointing this wall.
Yeah.
And along the front there, as far as I've done.
Yeah.
That's my job for today, and then I can start sanding downstairs. This one's not attached because we've got a hole in the wall here.
Yeah.
But that's just to size everything up.
Yeah, because you've done all the way up to the top, haven't you,
Yeah,
now?
all the way up to the top on this side. And then I'll start doing the plasterboarding on the top apex over there.
Yeah.
Once you're out of the way with your electrics.
Yeah, sorry, my love.
That's alright, you carry on.
Yeah, I've got to put all the electrics all round that back wall there.
Yeah.
Done all the electrics up round the top.
Yeah.
And all round the side there. And that'll all be hidden when we put the insulated plasterboard on the ceiling.
So plenty to keep us going.
Yeah.
But I'm going to finish a bit earlier today because it's Friday, it's sunny.
Yeah.
I want to go home and cut our grass.
Yeah.
That needs doing before we get any rain. I think there's forecast a little bit of rain next week, and ours is quite long at the moment.
Yeah.
So I can cut that back down. It'll eradicate any ticks.
Yeah. Got a bit last year, didn't we?
I got quite a few ticks last year, so I'm going to keep the grass short this year, which will help.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the shorter it is, the easier it is to cut as well.
We've done our plastering course this week, didn't we?
Our mortaring course, yes we did.
Yeah.
Chateau de Montmagny.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Really, really good.
Yeah, we love that.
And I'm itching to get onto the front of our house.
Yeah.
And start just chiselling it all out and getting some proper lime render or lime mortar in there. And
yeah.
it's looking smart and tidy. But first, I say we'll crack on here. Do our bits for today in here. And
yeah.
get the Barbie going later.
Yeah, best crack on. My wife's an absolute monkey, isn't she? Look at her. She loves all this stuff, isn't she? She's happy as Larry, isn't she, when she's
I'm
like...
really getting into this.
Health and safety. Oh, she's absolutely no respect for that.
I just won't step or fall backwards and we'll be fine.
Yeah. Never mind the stairwell below her. Yeah. Yeah, she loves all this stuff. Bless her.
So our new toy has arrived. It's a, don't know what the technical term for it is, but it's, you put your plasterboard on it and then with the wheel you raise it up and the plasterboard, raise the plasterboard to the ceiling, which is brilliant because we're only little. So yeah, that helped an awful lot. So we just need to get the plasterboard up in here. However, we haven't got the screws or the nails for attaching them to the beams at the moment. So we've just bought one bit of plasterboard downstairs just to measure it up. I think they need cutting a bit too long to fit across. Yeah, so happy days.
All the beams are a bit of a different height, which is a bit of a problem. So we don't know how we're going to get on with that on Monday. We'll probably have to put some bits of wood over to level them all up. Yeah, probably might have to treat the beams as well, because as you can see, like this one here, it's got quite a bit of woodworm. So I have to bring the woodworm treatment over on Monday and treat a couple of the beams. But yeah. But that I have to wait until Monday now, because we're both absolutely spent from our plastering course and mortaring course, and the grass at our house needs a bit of a cut. So, and we've just had our fill of pizza. So
I need to finish off my tape and jointing upstairs first anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll go and do that before we go.
Yeah, we're thinking of knocking it on the head fairly soon.
Today,
yeah, I've got a bit of wiring to bung in a bit of trunking and stuff like that. So yeah, going to be knocking it on the head a little bit soon.
Yeah, Friday.
Friday yeah, got that Friday feeling now. So, yeah. Right.
Later on.
Laters. Taters.
So, don't forget to like and subscribe. And see you next time. Au revoir.